明尼苏达州的抗议者周日冲入了圣保罗市的一间教堂进行抗议，理由是这间教堂的牧师是 ICE 当地办事处的代理主任。抗议者打断了当时正在举行的礼拜活动。对此，美国民众是如何看的呢？来看记者晟言的采访。
你认为抗议的概念多年来发生了什么样的演变
？To me, I'm a peaceful guy in a sense that even if you disagree on something, keep it low, keep it peaceful. There is no need for violence.
Yeah, I mean, to my understanding, protests have sort of basically, in a lot of places, become riots, and they're not very peaceful. And again, my understanding of Martin Luther King Jr. is that he was sort of all about sort of peacefully protesting and sort of strict nonviolence, so not sort of causing any harm to anyone. And I think that's a big issue.
I think that peaceful protest is definitely still a powerful tool, but I think that unfortunately it's been kind of overshadowed as people kind of get more riled up by partisan news networks and things like that.
The more that people disrespect authority and just don't want to follow the rules, it just gets more out of hand. If you believe in it and want to take a stand, that's one thing. But as far as like organizing these things and getting these folks out there that are professional protesters at that point, I'd use the word despicable.
Just over the weekend,
就在上周末，我们看到抗议者在明尼苏达州冲进一个正在举行礼拜的教堂。你认为这是和平抗议吗？
That's not a good example. I mean, they should be outside in the public area. They shouldn't be going into the church when interrupting the church service.
At face value, if protesters were trying to impede a church service, that's never good, and that puts a bad image on whatever the protesters are fighting for. It's a completely different judgment if the pastor was an ICE officer. You know, it's a completely different thing.
Well, I don't know. I would say regardless, you know, I'm not ICE's biggest fan exactly, but I'd say regardless of whether or not he was working for ICE in any capacity, it's a church. You know, it's not related to that. So I would say that either way, it really is no place. There's no place protesting in a church for that kind of thing. So
Church, temples, mosques, right? Regardless of what religion you are, and those are the places of worship. Barging into like a religious holy place should not have happened.
I haven't heard the story, so we've been preoccupied with other things. But no, that's not a peaceful protest. Those should be places of sanctuary. They're off limits.
You are trespassing among someone else's liberties to worship how they would like to, and forcing yourself in upon that and changing that definitely damages their liberties.